She doesn't feel like she's trying so hard and things are just starting to flow naturally. And they're getting better opportunities for the vision of their business. Who here can give me some examples of what it feels like when something feels expansive?
Exciting. Exciting.
Exciting, okay.
Was that expansive in a good way or in bad?
In a good way.
Not bloated.
Yeah.
You're attracting people to you.
Yep. Okay. Yes.
Feels easy.
Feels easy. Okay. They feel like they have a bigger vision. Right? So when she started working with me, she was seeing that they may have to close the doors in a year from now if their business doesn't start progressing. So with her feeling with them, feeling like they have an expansive business or an expansive vision of their business, she's now seeing hope. She's now seeing clarity. She's now seeing a future with their business. Who doesn't want that over thinking that they have to close their doors next year? Right? So being in this relationship and finding the opportunities that are better for your vision is the whole goal of being in the business, right? And it's the whole goal of being in flow with your relationship. So this is just an example based off some of your feedback over the last couple weeks of a relationship with money in terms of the 8 senses, right? Receiving money, a lot of people felt ecstatic about receiving money. When I came to spending, Britt saw the Amazon truck, right? And when it came to debt, some of you saw poverty versus growth. When it came to savings, just can't, the feeling of just can't saving enough, right? For investing, one of you said that you only thought it was for rich people growing up. And for loss, I think it was BK had the butterflies and it started thinking about loss of money from the past, right? So the idea is that I want you to be 70% happy with your relationship. 20% needs improvement, and 10% needs to change, meaning you need to get rid of it and bring in a totally different concept. So based off this example, who would be 70% happy with these ideals, this relationship with money? You would be?
Yeah.
Okay. Which ones would you change? Or which one would you get rid of?
Yeah, the answer. I hope I'm answering correctly, but.
Well, it's all in perspective, right?
Yeah, I'm just happy with where I am and where we're going, absolutely.
No, I mean based off of this example.
Static, probably, I wouldn't change anything like this.
You wouldn't change it. Okay.
I'm not, I'm sorry, Wendy, I'm probably not understanding.
No.
I thought I said, are you happy where you are financially?
No, are you, if this was your relationship with money, would you be happy with this relationship?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
Right. Right? So I personally would change poverty to growth.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Right? If I saw the Amazon truck, I would want to feel grateful that I have the money that my spouse could be able to order anything that they want from Amazon. Right?
Oh, I know it wasn't only for rich people. That's how you become rich people.
Exactly.
You know?
So this example shows a relationship that is not in flow.
Okay, gotcha.
Right? So being able to identify where you are at in your relationship will help you to figure out whether or not you are in flow with your relationship with money. Does that make sense?
I get it.
So the big picture, being all 7 relationships, and the 6 different subcomponents that are in each relationship, I want you to be 70% in flow with these relationships. 20% would need improvement, 10% would be the new hires and fires, meaning get rid of stuff and bring in new insights to keep the happy and to improve the 20%. Does this feel doable? Does this feel obtainable? Does this feel like something that you would want to achieve? Okay.
Not a
Who do you?
rhetorical question.
No.
Not a rhetorical.
Not a rhetorical question. I'm just looking for some feedback.
So on the doable thing, it seems a little overwhelming actually for me.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot from that original one that I want changed. If you're
Okay.
changing 10% at a time, 10% at a time,
Change
it
it
seems like it would take a very long time. So it seems a little overwhelming.
Okay. Does this feel doable? Just changing one relationship at a time.
Still, yeah, but it still feels a little overwhelming. Like I got a lot of work to do.
That's a personal thing. I can't help you with that one.
Well,
Right. Well, I mean, I
I
can't.
hope you can.
I can. That is the point. But when you do get into a relationship, this is what you get, right? When you feel more confident, you present yourself better to your potential clients, to your potential business partners, and therefore you are likely to close in a faster amount of time. When you feel more confident or when you feel expansive, you look outside the box for different opportunities, for different results. You get better project management skills, right? You improve those because you're constantly looking at your to-do list, at your task list, and better prioritizing based off your expansive vision, based off your confidence, based off of being in flow. Right? You improve your business metrics. I use the 70-20-10 rule in client satisfaction and employee retention. Right? So if 70% of your employees are happy, productive employees, you're going to spend less money on training, on marketing, on hiring people. Right? And that's what being in flow in your relationship is all about. It's about improving your KPIs. It's about improving your confidence, taking less time to close deals, right? Who wants to close a deal in 6 months when they can close one in maybe 2 or 3? That one was rhetorical. Absolutely. Yes. So what are some examples of your money, with your relationship with money that you would like to change or that you are happy with? Invest more. Coming from crypto. Yes.
Change my spending habits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like going through your expenses and seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, what I'm spending it on. Eliminating or mitigating those areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Ken?
I'm happy with my level of debt being where it's at.
Okay. So you're happy with that. What's one thing you would change?
I probably changed the figuring the boss.
Right? When you can remove that energy, when you can remove those emotions of loss, then you can turn that energy into a positive and one of the other aspects of the business, right?
I can just expand on that a little bit. That process has already started for me, whereas before when I was commissioned on it, it was stressful, it was hard, and it put a damper on the family. I'd sit down in front of somebody and I was like, I hope they want to do a mortgage because that's how I affect my family. Coming into Ent now, it's an entirely different thing. So whenever that person wouldn't do a mortgage, I could provide a lot of things. But now with Ent, I've gotten a lot more confidence going forward because I know I'm just here to take care of people. Help people, I'm going to get paid no matter what they do, no matter what the person in front of me does, I'm still going to get my salary. And so it's been able to transition mentally that lost concept to be able to be like, nope, it's okay, whatever happens here is done for a reason, even if I don't feel it.
Right, because when you approach your clients or your potential business partners through that mode of desperation, they're not going to buy. They don't buy off desperation. They're going to feed off of your servant relation, your servant leadership, and wanting to serve them without it being selfish or you feeling that desperation or you feeling like this is for me, I want to do this. You're there to serve them. You're going to get better clients and you're going to close deals faster. Right? You're going to close better. So when do we see how this is all related to your money, to your KPIs, to your business metrics, and being able to get into flow with yourself will improve your business? You? Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me?
What's your perspective on debt?
My perspective on debt is that it represents growth. You have to be able to have a certain income debt ratio in order to get loans or in order to accomplish some of the things that you want, right? So like Ryan Jayton, when he spoke at the Achieve conference last month, he did a whole 45-minute speech on how he loves debt and loves being $1 million in debt because it shows that he's scaling his business, that he's got business opportunities, and I love that perspective.
But most people carry the idea of zero debt. Is their perspective, as opposed to, I need some debt in order to leverage, show, whatever.
Right. Also, if you have no debt, your credit score goes up. Right? So you have to have some debt in order to keep your credit score high, whether it's your business credit score or your personal score.
What about the correlation between personal debt and business debt? The overlap, or, you know,
To me, it's the same perspective from my point of view.
Probably carries on, like, probably intertwined, right? Because that mentality comes from how you were grew up or how you were raised, what experiences you had to that point.
Right.
So personal experience into business.
Yep. Any other questions for me?
It's a comment, back in the day when I was doing financial planning, he's a top 3 financial advisor, Rick Edelman, he's written several books. And I can't remember the primary book, but back in my mortgage days, he talked about how the wealthy get the largest mortgage they can get and never pay it off or never accelerate it because they know that's good debt or better debt. And instead of accelerating your mortgage, you can apply what you were normally spending on that pay down to other things to increase your income or grow your business.
Okay. So who here would say that they're happy, they're 70% in flow with their relationship with finances, with money? Got it. Way more than I thought. Who here would like to improve it? Right. So if you want to learn more about my 70-20-10 rule, or if you want to dig in a little bit deeper into your 7 relationships with money, whenever this comes back up, if it comes back up. There we go. If you want to learn more about my 70-20-10 rule, how I apply it to effective communication, how I apply it to client and employee retention rates, how I apply it to project management, grab a copy of my book and let's schedule a one-on-one chat if you want to dive a little bit deeper or ask me any questions about this blueprint.
all right, thanks, man.